Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to Astro Chandrika YouTube channel. We are in the process of learning the untold secrets of the science of the natural zodiac. So far, we have completed 3 signs. Today, we will learn about the 4th sign of the natural zodiac, that is Cancer. And in this series, I am trying to explain you how to interpret a blank chart without any planets. So before going to the details of the Cancer Lagna, I request all the viewers to like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the Astro Chandrika YouTube channel for getting notifications of future videos. Now, coming to the Cancer Lagna, as the ascendant or moon sign, the people born in Cancer Lagna, the Lord of the Lagna is moon. It is in between Mercury and Sun. Mercury and Sun both are friends to moon. Cancer sign has the aspect of Mars from Aries, the 4th aspect, Saturn from Capricorn, the 7th aspect, and Jupiter from Pisces, the 5th aspect. The aspect of Jupiter is good on this side, and the aspect of Mars and Saturn needs to be considered a bit. The peculiarity of the Cancer Lagna is it is a water sign, and the watery signs of the Kalapurusha zodiac are considered as the Moksha Sthanas. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are the watery signs. These 3 signs are considered as Moksha Sthanas. The people born in Cancer Lagna are more into spiritual path. Maybe the reason is the first set of 9 nakshatras is ending in Cancer, and the second set of 9 nakshatras will start from Makha in Leo side. Also, the aspect of Saturn on Moon or the Cancer side makes the person do not involve in the worldly affairs. Also, we know that there are several phases for Moon. The tendency of spirituality is more for the people born in Krishna Paksha when Moon is weak, and the malefic planets will become strong during the Krishna Paksha compared to the benefic planets. And a point to be noted here is the male born in Cancer Lagna is more towards spiritual path than the females. Now, as far as the general health of the Cancer Lagna people is, they are of good health during the childhood. After a certain age, due to the aspect of Mars and Saturn, they have minor illnesses. However, they live fairly long. Coming to the second sign, Leo, owned by Sun, it is placed in between Moon and Mercury. Moon and Mercury are friends to Sun. Also, the Karaka of second house, Jupiter, is friend to Sun. Here, the Leo sign is aspected by Saturn, Jupiter. These people earn fairly well, but the 12th Lord Mercury and Sun, the second Lord, are always together. The conjunction of 12th Lord and second Lord is not considered good for economic activity. Therefore, though these persons earn a lot, they will not be in a position to retain their wealth. Now, coming to the third house, Virgo, ruled by Mercury, it is placed in between Sun and Venus, aspected by Jupiter from Pisces. The aspect of Jupiter onto this sign is very good. These people have good brothers and sisters, and the siblings of this person will be very well placed in life. And because the Karaka of the third house, Mars, and the owner of the third house, Mercury, are enemies to each other, one of the sibling of this native may be lost. Coming to the fourth house, ruled by Venus, it is placed in between Mercury and Mars, aspected by Mars from Aries, Saturn from Capricorn. 10th aspect of Saturn is falling on Libra sign. And the Karaka of the fourth house, Moon, is friendly to Venus. Mars, another Karaka of the fourth house, is also friend to the Venus. Therefore, these people will have good landed property, vehicles, and very good lady as mother. But owing to the aspect of Saturn onto this house, the mother of this native may always have some sorrow or other. Also, because of the aspect of Saturn, the education of this person may have some breaks or delay in completion of education. Coming to the fifth house, Scorpio, owned by Mars, placed in between Venus and Jupiter, aspected by Venus from Taurus and Jupiter from Pisces. Fifth house becomes very strong. These people have very good Purva Punya. They enjoy life. They have children. They are very quick in grasping, very much intelligent. As fifth house is strong, the Karakatwas of the fifth house, the native will enjoy a lot. Coming to the sixth house, ruled by Jupiter, which is placed in between Saturn and Mars. The sixth house has become a weak in this particular Cancer Lagna sign. But owing to the placement of Mars and Saturn on either side, these people tend to get lot of loans, diseases. But as two most malefic planets are placed either side, these people will come out of the difficulties, they repay their loans, they come out of their diseases, they win over their enemies. Coming to the seventh house, Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, aspected by Moon. Here, Capricorn is placed between Saturn and Jupiter. These people marry well, but the Karaka of the seventh house, Venus, is enemy to the Lord of the second house, who indicates domestic happiness. They do not have much of happiness in the marital life. Also, since Moon is aspecting this sign, they tend to marry twice. Maybe they are not at fault for this kind of activity, but due to the aspect of Moon, there is a changeability and they may tend to marry twice. Coming to the eighth house, Aquarius, owned by Saturn. Saturn and Moon are friends. Aspected by Sun from the second house, Leo, and Aquarius sign is placed in between Saturn and Jupiter. As Moon and Saturn are friends, most of the miseries caused by the eighth house are not faced by these people. They live long, but due to the aspect of inimical sun onto the seventh, eighth house, with the seventh aspect, sometimes they feel dejected in life. Coming to the ninth house, owned by Jupiter, Pisces, placed between two most malefic planets, Mars and Saturn, aspected by Mercury. The Lord of the ninth house, Jupiter, and the Karaka of father, son, both are friends. Therefore, they have good paternal affection, they inherit properties, and also they are more towards religious tendencies. Coming to the 10th house, Aries, owned by Mars, placed in between two most benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter. Aspected by Jupiter and Venus. Venus is aspecting from Libra, Jupiter is aspecting from the Sagittarius sign. Saturn also aspects this sign with the third aspect from Aquarius. Owing to the aspect of most benefic planets and placed in between two benefic planets, these people do very well in their profession. Whatever may be their profession, they'll be doing very well. They will be very systematic in their profession, and also they try to be very dharmic in nature in their profession. Coming to the 11th house, Taurus, ruled by Mercury and Mars, aspected by Mars. The sign lord Moon and Venus are friends. Mars is aspecting. Mars is also a friend to Venus. These people earn a lot in their life, and they try to take care of their elder siblings also. Coming to the 12th house, Gemini, ruled by Mercury, placed in between Venus and Moon. Both Venus and Moon are friends to Mercury, and the sign is aspected by Jupiter from Sagittarius and also Mars with 8th aspect from Scorpio. These people spend a lot, and owing to the aspect of Jupiter onto this sign, they may spend towards charity. Okay. Then, the most peculiar thing about the Cancer Lagna people is they live long in life, but their death will be very sudden. They will not have much of ailments, but without suffering a lot, their death will be sudden. So, friends, this is about some points of Cancer Lagna. We will continue our journey and see the details about other Lagnas also. Please like the video, share the video, and also subscribe to the Astro Chandrika YouTube channel for getting notifications of future videos. Thank you very much.